Greetings, true friends, proud Spartans, and pale orcs, and welcome to the voiceover of the gods. Now we see the cloak of Wood Elven Wisdom at the bench for the hench. So I'm back to regular training again after my meet. This is the first session of the Smolov Jr for the bench. So 6 sixes on 120 kilo, and you see those nice paused controlled movements right there. So this is the first session, and you bench 4 days a week. That's a good amount, high frequency, because I need to get a better bench. I need to get a bigger chest as well, as I might have mentioned. There is Eric the Beard of Glory. He was in my powerlifting meet video as well. He actually beat me in the deadlift, so I'm gonna take my revenge on him later on. Really glorious pale orc right there. Going into the second set right here, and now you'll notice my... Just gonna let myself lie down. My bridge actually isn't, I don't even know if you say that in English. Yeah, bridge. That isn't that steep. So my range of motion is still quite long. You see there, push it up quite a bit. And that's, I could utilize a steeper bridge to reduce the range of motion. But I have no interest in detracting from my hypertrophy just to get a better number on the bench. Like, I still want to grow the chest as much as possible and move as much weight as far as possible. Otherwise you kind of lose the purpose of powerlifting. Powerlifting for me is building muscle and acquiring strength, not shortening the range of motion to get a good number. That's just my opinion, but that's why I like powerlifting anyway. To have, properly scheduled programs to increase strength in order to increase muscle mass. So keep that in mind. You see there, it's a good enough. And I keep the glutes in the bench at all time. I got red lighted on that in the meet, actually, that I, lost contact between the glutes and the bench. And there I tried to do a sit-up. And there you can see my gains quite a bit, actually. So, this week has been benching. I haven't really begun with any Russian squat routine. I'm just going to take it easier on the squats for a while. I progressed really good in them. So now it's more, a bit of a recovery phase. I've gone so fucking hard the last 2 months. So I'm just going to take some time. I'll still go hard at the bench, but otherwise I'll just relax a bit and do some traditional bodybuilding work, and then when I feel really, look at those gains, sickening, sick, with sick physique, some, for the lols bodybuilding work, and then I'll go back to squatting heavy, and soon I'll also show some deadlifting from me, because I have in accord with my true friends at this gym, decided that I shall restructure my deadlifting technique so I don't lose my my back. And that's also one of those things. You might think I'm really cocky and everything, but I'm really humble as well. So I really listen to critique. So I'm just gonna take that right now for to get a better lift later on. I could just train on with the current technique, but that's not it's not the perfect technique, so I'm gonna change that in the deadlift, but more of that later on. So that was my last bench for the hench set, my 6th set for this session. So one smaller bench session done, and you always pose in that mirror, always pose, because the lighting is really sick. You can see that I'm the golden one there, completely great. So this is actually I have to thank Jason Blaha, aka Juggernaut Fitness, for this little idea. After every bench session, I do 3 trees on 85% of my 1 rep max in the push press. There is Natty Mike, one of the truest actually, aka Handsome Mike, aka Mike with a glorious beard, aka Shredded Delts Bra, aka Juicy Bra. Yeah, he is a true friend indeed. Now you can't really see his delts, but he has a very good off-season form. So when he gets cut or shredded again, it takes him like 2 weeks because it's really good off-season form. Yeah, I was saying 3 trees in the push press as the first accessory movement to the bench. And if you look at my range of motion here, I touch the upper chest, boom, go all the way up. So you see it's a really long fucking range of motion there. And that's exactly how I like it. You know, recruiting chest, upper chest, front delts, middle delts, and triceps in that movement. So really solid choice. Greetings, true friends, is what I would say there. So that's why I like the overhead press, the push press. Just, you know, get a lot of weight up over the head, and you see there, boom, really long. So keep that in mind. Even if you have a really short range of motion in the bench, you can utilize, you know, this long from the chest and up. And also go all the way to the chest, because in the beginning of the movement it's more the chest that's working, and you know, you get extra training per rep. I see some guys just going to the nose or whatever, and then they push it up. That's not glorious enough. Let's say. So this is only 150 kilo, and I'm doing the hook grip, so I don't tear my biceps or anything like that. And what I'm trying to do there, now I'm just training the technique. This little video, like these clips, is more for my benefit, to be honest. I'm trying to utilize my legs more, so I'm trying to push down the ground. I'm not trying to rip up the weight, I'm trying to push down the ground, and that's like the cue I have. So I try to sit back down, push it through the floor, and then just head up and push it down. So keep in mind, this is not the perfect technique. This is more for me, so I can see basically where I'm at, how the technique looks. Yeah, I have some really, really strong guys at this gym that can help me, and I'm ever so willing to take their advice on how to do stuff. So that's really, really appreciated. So yeah, that was the third fucking voiceover. Third voiceover. And who am I? I'm the juicy one. XOXO. Boom.